Hello everyone. So today was the grand opening of a kind of new thrift store in the area. It's a store that did exist. They completely tore down the old building, turned that spot into the parking lot for the new building, which is maybe 4 times larger, if not more so than that. Closed it down for a few months. It's part of a small chain, mostly around here. And today was the grand opening. I was able to go in the morning right when it opened. There were about 50, 60 people in line. It was packed and a little bit crazy, but I really wanted to be there despite the long lines because I knew opening day, especially in that opening week, they're going to funnel a lot of good inventory from other stores in this chain into that place. And they're going to have a lot of stuff they were holding on to. They're going to really put a lot out there to try and entice people to come in and come back and experience this new store. And it was right, there's a lot more, especially stuff that they don't normally seem to have a lot of in the old store. It was very much furniture, a good place for that, good place for clothing maybe, and books definitely. That was another thing. Not a lot as far as toys, DVDs, video games, electronics in general. There would be some, but there's never a lot, and all those were expanded. The furniture expanded, the clothing vastly expanded, housewares, everything. Amanda and I, she couldn't go this morning. Amanda and I are going to go this weekend. Again, see if my mother-in-law can go with us. We'll go as a group and check it out again because there's going to be more inventory in there. And there were some sections that I couldn't even get to because it was just too packed. And you always had those people in some of the book sections who stand right in front of the shelf, pick a book off the shelf, and just kind of start reading, blocking the whole thing. And just after a while, it was too packed. So there were a couple sections I didn't get to check out, but I did find a lot of great stuff. As far as the books, I was able to find a mix of resale and stuff for us today. We're going to try and find a lot more resale Saturday when we go, hopefully. But I did find for resale some of these laminated library edition, which I always like these for myself when we find them, but because they're very hardy, built that way. But the Berenstain Bears stack of these, I saw a bunch of them. So we have one with the Scouts in Giant Bat Cave. Got a couple of these here. I remember reading a lot of these as a kid, but they aren't really ones that I would want to keep. Like there are ones like some of the little golden books and Dr. Seuss and things I'd want to keep for our kids and things like Goosebumps and things like that, but those really aren't ones, so those are more of a resale one. I really enjoy biographies and related works like that, so I got for Carol Burnett, This Time Together, Laughter and Reflection. I do like Carol Burnett show, and a bunch of movies that she's been in, but she's a great comedian. Grabbed that. That was about it for books, because there's a couple sections of books I couldn't even get to. I was there for a long time, and it just couldn't really work your way in nicely to get a good look at stuff. You got to like a cursory view, that type of thing. You have to shove your arm in there maybe to find something. I found mixed in with the DVDs, Looney Tunes Acme Arsenal for the Wii. And mixed in with all the kids' toys. Sometimes you find some good stuff. I found Brock from Pokemon. He was 50 cents. And for about $4, this little baggie, I picked it up and I saw Robin, I saw, okay, there's people from Teen Titans, and then also a ton of Digimon. Just a whole bunch of stuff from that. So a bunch of, I think all the Teen Titans, and just about a dozen different Digimon toys in there. So that was cool to find. As far as movies, I actually found, just one here. One I actually found in with the books. So on opening day, some things were already kind of mixed up, but the Mary Tyler Moore Show, the complete second season. Love that show. Here is a forgotten 90s classic. Love this show. It's a show that Angel, the spinoff to Buffy, kind of ripped off a little bit, even though it ended up being a better show overall. Definitely higher production value, but a largely Canadian production. Forever Night. Fantastic show. This was so much fun, and it's such a great 90s camp action drama TV, and it's something that is just, people that have seen it, they either love it or they just don't even remember it. It's one of those things, oh yeah, I feel like I do remember, that was awesome, or what are you talking about? Because it's not something that was very popular when it came out, but is a great show. Happy to grab the first season there. Found the Scream Queen double feature, John Carpenter's The Fog and The Howling. So that is pretty cool. It's on one disc, which is with movies here, as the original covers there, which I prefer when they're each on their own disc, but still cool, and still has the original cover artwork. There's no glare for both of them, and then the newer artwork. Which for both of those, definitely for the Howling, I definitely prefer the older artwork, absolutely. The Fog, I like the old one, but only a little bit more. Not like the other one. This is cool. Even has a little slipcover thing here. But Gojira, which has both the Japanese and then the American version of the first Godzilla movie on DVD. Even feels a little crisp and nice and not heavily used. Comes with the original manual. Both copies of the movie here. That's really cool. This was an edition. This along with the Criterion set. Those are the two versions that I really want for Godzilla. So I was able to find one there that I was looking for. And then I actually found two Blu-rays. And one surprised me because Mill Creek, I have a lot of Mill Creek DVDs and collections, and they're great for a lot of movies that don't have a wide release. They've gotten into Blu-ray the past couple of years, but not a lot. So I'm not really as aware of what they have as far as Blu-ray because I just don't come across them, and I have to look more into it as they get more into it. But I didn't expect George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead, the 50th anniversary Blu-ray, is a Mill Creek, which I guess I have to see. Maybe they are getting into better, more remastered stuff on Blu-ray compared to their DVD selection. I don't know. I have to look into it. This, for me, Amanda's not going to care. She's not going to want to watch this. To me, this was the find of the day. Very happy to grab this. Yeah, it's a Scream Factory, Shout Factory release, the collector's edition of Black Christmas. This is a fantastic horror movie. It's kind of a giallo picture. It reminds me a little bit of like Halloween, definitely borrowed some stuff from it. Like, there's a lot about it just fantastic, and has 2 discs, has a whole disc of extra features. Hold it up there. But it also, one of the coolest things too is that you can see her on the phone. It stars Olivia Hussey, who is very well known for what is my favorite version of Romeo and Juliet, and probably the most popular version of the movie as far as movies go of all time. It's one that I remember even like watching in school and things like that. Definitely the 60s Romeo and Juliet is, I don't think it's ever been topped as far as on film versus stage play or whatever. But yeah, so she's well known for that, and then this would be probably the second that comes to my mind. There's been a lot of great stuff. This will be the second that comes to my mind, Black Christmas. So great finds today. Again, some stuff that's unusual for that location, but who knows, maybe it'll change and now it's a bigger and better place. But it's a great place, and we're going to go back this weekend, and it was worth plowing through the lines and all the slow moving Pennsylvania people to get the stuff. But yeah, so a great morning for thrift shopping.